Shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai on this Tuesday. What they call Tuesday. We call it what? The third day. All praises. Glad to see you brothers coming in when y'all do get in. I'm stuck. Today's class, we were just listening. And all praise to Yahweh, man, for today, man. Only just listen. Shalom, Yaakov. Sorry about that. Officer. Shalom, family. Man, if we would just listen is the name of the class. Y'all see it in there. So, man, hopefully I can do this pretty quick. Get y'all in and out. But you know, man, once you start doing scriptures, hold on, y'all. Once you start getting into the scriptures, man, there'll be more and more stuff piling up on you. You be like, ooh, I can use that. I can use that. I can use that. I can use that. Actually, you can just use the whole Bible. But we have just tried to break it down in a little bit, in enough to keep y'all attention. Because, our attention span ain't as big. We got attention span of a second grader. Like we got ADHD or something. Man, but like I said, if we would only just listen, man. And let me start off, because let's start off with Proverbs 1 and let's 20. Verse 1 and 20. Proverbs. And it reads, Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the street, in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. And that's what you see out there, man. The Most High didn't just we ain't just out there just having fun. And that's any of y'all. And they pass by. And they pass right by them. So, man, if you that's how God crying out, trying to call our people back to him. But now, our people they don't understand. To me, I didn't hear from the streets when I first got in the truth. But if I had heard somebody talking the Bible on the street, I would want to sit down and be like, dang, what is he talking about? And listen. But that's just me. That's how I listen, just passing a video. When I looked it up, Hebrew Israelites, and videos showed up. I sat up the whole night to the next 3 days watching videos. And here it is now. You seeing something you never seen. You see more pictures of Malcolm X and all them standing on the corners in New York. And they were teaching people. People, it's happening all over the world, not just in Dallas. Camps everywhere now. Africa, down south, in Central America. They've gone to Brazil. They're going all over the world, man. And this truth is going out, whether y'all like it or not. It's just a matter of y'all listening to the truth and not throwing them people away when they come and bring you the truth like that. Let's go to John 9 and 31. The book of St. John, chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God, and doeth his will, him he hear. The sad thing is we want God to hear everything we got to say. But y'all don't want to hear God at all. You just want to run your mouth. That's so bad about it. Y'all scoring so bad. Y'all outscoring God. When the Most High trying to talk to you, Y'all don't want to hear him, but then as soon as y'all get in trouble, you want to cry to him. And then be so hope out here. Then you sometimes don't believe God because he ain't listening to you. Because you ain't been listening to him. So why would he listen to you? Y'all do that with all these people. Then all of a sudden you want God to do something special. You want God to simp for y'all. And the Most High ain't no simp and didn't call us to be no simps. If you coming against this truth, why should I hear you? Why should I? Why would I want to hear you? Read that again. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth. If you're doing God's will, then therefore he hear what you got to say. He hear when you go kneel down and pray. He hear your calling. He hear you calling him. He hear you crying out. But if you're not doing God's will, quit expecting stuff from God. And when you feel better or feel good about yourself or whatever, talking about God bless you because he didn't do it. The devil give blessings too. And the devil blessing you because you didn't listen to the Most High. You didn't. Let's go to Job chapter 35, verse 12. Job chapter 35, verse 12. Job chapter 35, verse 12, it reads, there they cry, but none give it, but none give an answer, because of the pride of evil men. And that's what you're doing. Y'all running around here doing, like they said, well, I can do what I want to do. Yes, you can. But when times get hard, they do. But then too, boy, this is a good thing, boy. God not like us when it comes to us, man. Because I know how some of us treat each other. Like, nigga, please. That's what I would. At the same time, Shalom, Dexter. Sorry about that. Is that any better? You said the class is breaking up bad, or is it just yours, Yaakov? Put a 1 in the chat if it sounds better. Put a 2 in the chat if it's messing up. It's still breaking up? Well, I don't know what happened with my telephone. Is it still breaking up now? Is it breaking up on yours? It's glitching. It's still glitching now? Just keep talking. No, it said now it's better now. I turned on the internet on the thing now. That was running off my other regular Wi-Fi on the phone. So I just hooked it up to the internet. They say it's better now. Well, let me get back to this. I didn't want to give y'all scriptures and you can't hear them when I'm trying to tell y'all to hear and listen. And then here they come with the messing up so you can't hear. So let's go to Job chapter 35, verse 12. One more time before it broke up. That's what scripture I was on. There they cry, but none give an answer, because of the pride of evil men. And the Most High is not going to answer your call if you are just an evil man. If you're out there not keeping God's laws, that's considered evil. That's considered wicked. See, a lot of you thinking, I ain't wicked, I ain't killed nobody. Yes, you are killing people. In fact, you holding the whole nation up because you won't keep God's laws. You might as well be killing people. You got a whole nation. We all waiting to get out of here. And we held up because y'all won't listen to the Most High. And that's crazy. That's selfish and wicked. Hey, let's go to Psalm chapter 19. Psalm chapter 19. Psalm chapter 19, and let's start at verse 40. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted. Let's go to Salakia. Let's just go to Isaiah 29:13. That's not what I wanted. Isaiah 29, verse 13. Follow along with me. Listen. Write this stuff down. You can look at it later. Don't take my word for it. Go back and read this stuff over. Don't let somebody come in and tell you everything so you don't have to study or you don't have to pick up the Bible. Then you be online arguing with people, but you ain't never looked in the Bible. You just going by what somebody said. I remember I did that before, boy. Thought I knew it. I wrote down all the scriptures, but I didn't go all the way back through them again. Got to arguing, went back to those scriptures, trying to give him scriptures and realizing, man, don't none of this thing and stuff. I was like, man, I had to tell the brother, I'll get back with you. I'll get back with you. And that was over that, what was that? The new moon at the time. We was going over that. I'm arguing, but I ain't read it. I just had notes of what somebody wrote. And somebody had gave us the class, and boy, was he wrong. That's Isaiah chapter 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips honor me, because we always praise Jesus, calling them all by the wrong name. Some of us mean well, but we doing it wrong. We mean well. Some of us really be mean well. Some of them, y'all got to understand, some of them Christianity people, they mean well. They want to know about God, but they just believe in the wrong God. They was lied to just like we was lied to. It's just that we came out of it. We heard the call when he called. Hey, that's not right. And we came out of it. And we got to pray for them, man, and make sure that, hey, man, that they come out of it too, man. Because a lot of them just in struggle, man. I don't just go and I hate my brothers because they in Christianity. No, I love my brothers. I just get mad because they won't listen to the word of God. They're claiming that they love this Bible. Well, I'm all into the Bible. But then when it's clear, they just won't listen. But then again, the Most High have to open up their ears. Let's read that again. 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips to honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and the fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men. So what they know about fearing God is not taught by the Bible. It's taught by the precepts of men. It's not taught by the prophets. It's not taught by the teachers that's on the street. It's not taught about the people that's coming to bringing it to you and telling you who you are and knowing who the people are in the Bible. It's not taught by that. You taught by Christianity doctrine or Islam or Egyptology or Kemet or Buddhist or Hindu, because our people getting into all this stuff now. Voodoo, that we in everything. We in everything but the truth. We just all over the place trying to find something. Well, we giving you the solution. You looking for something, we giving you the solution. It's just that you don't believe our report. You don't believe the report. You thinking, hey, they don't know what they're talking about. And the thing about it is, and a lot of times y'all do it because you hate your own kind. You hate your own kind. Man, I promise you, a lot of them right now, if Joel Osteen picked up that Bible one Sunday morning, raised it up, and started teaching you what we telling you, y'all will be like, oh man, we Israelites. Wow. Wow. I never heard that. Yes, you did. You go through downtown in every city. You heard it. You just didn't want to listen to them because they look like you. Or they don't got no killer suit on, I guess. no three-piece suit. Them suits the killers wear. Because they ain't got that on, you're not going to listen. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. Yeah, I ain't going to be long there today, hopefully. If I don't run my mouth all night. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And here, that's exactly how we do. We go up in them churches and we sit right down before we God's people. Not because they the children of Israel, because we're sinners, we're Gentiles, and we've been grafted in. And that's how they come before the Most High. And they come unto thee as the people coming. And they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words. They hear the words. They hear them. But they will not do them. Why? Because the doctrine of men has taught them, hey, you can do what you want to do. God's laws are done away with. But as soon as you go, you can do what you want to do. God's laws are done away with, but man's laws not. That's funny. It's crazy. Thou shalt not rape. You can't rape in their society. So how is it bad when God say, don't go rape, don't go kill or murder? How's it bad when God said, oh, that's done away with? I guess it's a different kind of murder. The murder that you murder with God or the murder that you murder with the world. I guess it's two different kinds of murder. But guess what? You're going to get the ones that told you can do anything going to judge you. And then guess what? They only going to inflict your body. But the one that told you in this Bible don't do it, they're going to inflict that body and that soul. And it might kill your children. Just to get your attention to obey his laws, not theirs. And that's where you think they got some of these laws from that they got from our Bible. But they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness, because they always say they love God. I hadn't even met an atheist that never say they don't love God. They all say they love God, but they not doing it. They not doing what God say. You can't say you love your mother and father and don't do nothing that they keep telling you to do. And it's crazy, but that's what they call in love. I can do what I want to do. Let's go to Matthew 15 and 8. Yeah, if I go through these scriptures like this, I can be done pretty fast. But I want to give y'all a good message today. Like I said, man, even if sometimes people like, man, I need to go deeper. No, you need to marinate on some of this simple stuff. And then if you already know it, then turn the video on and give it to somebody. Goodness, it's crazy, man. I don't know what's going on. I hope y'all can hear me now. Y'all should be able to see me now. Throw up a 1 in the chat if you see me. Is yours on in there? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Make sure everybody's in. Is everybody back on? Because mine just went totally off. It just kicked me off. Throw up a 1 in the chat. Throw up a 1 in the chat if you can view this or if you're viewing this. Let's see how good y'all listen. Huh? Okay. I see right there. It's a 1 in the chat. All praises. There we go. Some ones going on up in there. All right. My goodness, man. I don't know what's going on, but man, I'm gonna get through this class. I know it ain't the Most High finna shut the class down. I turned it on 2 different internets, and it went straight off. So let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. Matthews 15 and 18. Did y'all get that last time? That's what we're gonna finish with. If y'all didn't get it, I had Ezekiel 33 and 31. I think that was clear when we were doing that scripture. So if you missed it, go read Ezekiel 33, 31. And now we're at Matthews 15 and 8. Matthews 15 and 8. Because a lot of times, they say that's the Old Testament when we be bringing out some of these scriptures. But then Yahushua, he quoted from the Old Testament, because this is what he said in Matthew 15 and 8. This people draw near unto me with their mouth and honored me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. The same thing that was stated in Isaiah, the same thing that was stated in Ezekiel. Yahushua was teaching the Old Testament. Now, if you don't want to hear the Old Testament, then hear the New Testament. Whichever testament take you back to the beginning of the book and go back all the way back to the end. That makes no sense. Listen, people, listen. Let's get an account of our people, man. Let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 8. And we're going to start at 9. I'm going to read a little bit here. And it reads, and that's in the Apocrypha, if you do not know, although mine's busted up, but I didn't take it back up. But we use ours when they go to war with us. So ours got a whole lot of war damage and wounds on it. So, hey, let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 8, verse 9. Moreover, how the Grecians had determined to come and destroy them. This is the time of the Grecians at that time, and they were determined to go. It's funny, man. They was going all over the world. If you watched Alexander the Great, and he went and took over the Persian kingdom, then he was going into India. Then all of a sudden, he just got his likeness. I'm going to take out them Israelites. Everybody got it out for us. Us. I need them. All them lands, but let's go take them. Let's go take them. And we wasn't messing with nobody. They was just jealous of our God. And they heard the stories. They heard the past. They heard it. They knew the news. Moreover, how the Grecians had determined to come and destroy them, and that they have knowledge thereof, sent against them a certain captain, and fighting with them slew many of them, and carried away captives their wives and their children, and spoiled them, and took the possession of their lands, and pulled down their strongholds, and brought them to be their servants unto this day. Listen, it said, it's telling you, unto this day, the Grecians still, unto this day, we are spoiled unto them. The wives and children of them been killed, still getting murdered. A lot of missing women, they be thinking, they try to make it seem like a lot of black men doing a lot of this stuff. No, they kidnapping them people. That's what they do all the time. Hey, they kill their own wives. But y'all go ahead and marry them. You might get a black man uncheated on you, but God dang it, he ain't taking you to the woods. He ain't taking you camping. He ain't taking you on boat trips to have and be coming back from the trip by himself. But y'all want to go get with them. Oh, he cheated. Well, shoot, he killed you. What would you like? To be murdered or cheated on? Take your pick. and carried away captive their wives and their children, and spoiled them, and took possession of their lands, and pulled down their strongholds, and brought them to be their servants unto this day. It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them. And this was that time period right now. This was the time when they were rising up after they had, this is the beginning of them rising up. If you go into when he was telling them, hey, Malachi, well, they were bruised and they was taken down very low. And then they brought back up. And this is at that time. Remember, and then here they are rising back up. Remember, they had fallen 1,000 years after they got out of the yoke that we had on them. When King David took them all in captivity. And now here's that time after that 1,000 years. Hey, he's coming back. This is the time of the Grecians. This is the first time now here they coming back with Alexander the Great. That's why they call him the Great. But he's just Alexander the Greek to us. That's all it is, just the name to let us know what was going on at the time it was going on. I was told him beside how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them. But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity. And that they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh. Because at this time, the first kingdom they was conquering, well, they had conquered smaller kingdoms at the time. And then they went out and took over the Persians. This was after, so this is from the Persian kingdom going into, now coming out of the Persian kingdom going into captivity. And not only that, when we was under the Persian captivity, remember the Persian was the one that allowed us to go back into our temple, gave us back our gold, and we was back in our own land at the same time. Not all of us, but at the same time, some of us was. But when they went and conquered the Persians, guess what? They take the Persians and the things that the Persians have as a spoil. And guess who was in the arms of the Persians? We were. So guess what? Now we become the spoil that they got from the Persians. And now we're spoiled. And that's what I'm saying. Now we're the spoil. I didn't get that. You said send it to somebody else if it's not deep enough. It's not deep enough. This ain't going deep. This should be, I hope, let's grow. This is, hopefully it's basic. If not, then hey, learn. But hey, here we go. But at the same time, but with the friends and such as relied upon them, they kept the amity, and that they had conquered kingdoms both far and near, insomuch as that heard of their name were afraid of them. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reign, and whom again they displace. They displace. They reigned over these new kingdoms and displaced them. What does Esau do today? He did that all over the place. Everywhere he go, he conquers, he displaced them. He take them out, now they them. He take them out, now they them too. He take them out, now they them. They been doing this, man. This ain't nothing new. This ain't stopped. This is the same thing been going on. Shalom, Abdel, Myra, my brother. And whom again they displaced finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yes, for all this, none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, seeing at that time, they wouldn't even wear a crown. They were just some old raggedy little white boys running around here killing every damn thing. Surprise attacking. Bam, here we come. Here we come. Let me read that again. Verse 15 now. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house. Where did they get it from? They made themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people. What you got right here in America? So-called democracy. We the people. They supposed to be for the people, but they ain't doing nothing but stealing from the people. That's what they're doing. That's what they did now. Back then, that's what they're doing now. Consulting always for the people. To the end, they might be well ordered. Now they trying to find getting in order because they don't have no order. They just find the biggest cave beast and say, hey, he the leader. Why? His beard bigger. He taller. He done whooped everybody. He the leader. Now they trying to find order. Because guess who had order? We had order. And Damon, the scripture I'm reading, I'm at 1 Maccabees, chapter 8. And I started at verse 9. And I'm down right now. I'm down at verse 15. So hopefully, I hope that it came out when I called it out. But that's where I'm at now. And I'll read verse 15 again. Moreover, how they had made themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered, and that they committed their government to one man every year, just like what we do it, but we do it every 4 years. They've been doing this, man. This is nothing new. Nothing new. Who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. In consideration of these things, Judas chose Eupolemus, the son of John, the son of Achos, and Jason, the son of Eleazar, and sent them to Rome to make a league of amity and confederacy with them. We got so scared. Here we go back to the Romans. Thinking, oh, we go to the other white meat. We go from the captivity of the chicken to the pork. But this is the same people. And we thinking that they gonna help us. I guess we was trying to be smart. Let's go ask some other white folks to help us. These goddamn devils came over here and did what they did. Let's go ask them other ones. Maybe they can talk to them. We be outsmarting ourselves. And here they go. They sent them to Rome. They went to Rome. And watch this. Watch what they do when they do get to Rome. And to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them. That's why they went to the Romans, thinking that they would ask the Romans for help to take the rope off the neck of who? Our enemies, who was the Greeks at the time. So, but that's to y'all people who always be talking about, they ain't all bad. I bet they didn't think the Romans was bad neither. But they didn't understand the Roman was next in line ready to pull up and conquer. Not only they didn't go and fight the Greeks, guess what they did? They got together with them. They got together with them. But we be thinking, man, shoot, boy, I tell you. I tell you, man. We went right back to the Romans thinking, oh, they'll help us out. Man, don't you see they look just like them? You know why? We outsmart our damn selves sometime, boy. I tell you. And then it says, and to entreat them that they would take the yoke from them, for they saw that the kingdom of the Grecians did oppress Israel with servitude. Now, you thinking, or we thinking at the time, that they see how we getting treated. They see we ain't having no good. And that's another cut to the people who be saying we didn't go through no bad times in the Greek captivity or the Persian captivity. Yes, we did. We went through bad times in all captivity. If you a slave, you ain't got too many good times. Ask JJ. He said, they went therefore to Rome, which was a very great journey, and came into the Senate, where they spake and said, Judas Maccabees with his brethren and the people of the Jews have sent us unto you to make a confederacy and peace with you. See, they sent them all the way over there to Rome, and that we might be registered your confederates and friends. So now we can be your confederates and friends, and maybe these people will leave us alone and get us out of this captivity. So that matter pleased the Romans well. But man, who had us in captivity next? The Romans. These mothers are just passing us around. And that's what the Most High had us. Man, since y'all want to be hoes, I'm finna hold y'all finna be hoes all over the place. They gonna pass you around like a hoe and use you up. And that's exactly what happened to us. And that's exactly what's happening to us now. So that matter pleased the Romans well. And this is the copy of the epistles which the Senate wrote back again in the tables of brass and sent to Jerusalem, that there they might have by them a memorial of peace and confederacy. Good success be to the Romans and to the people of the Jews by sea and by land forever. The sword also and enemy be far from them. If there come first any war upon the Romans or any of their confederates throughout all their dominions, the people of the Jews shall help them. We talking about, hey, this is the treaty they're making with the Romans. This is the treaty that they're making with the Romans. And they telling them, hey, look, we with y'all. If y'all go to war, we're going to fight with you. We avoiding these other Edomites and asking help from the other Edomites. Crazy. That's how we do now. Now, they ain't all bad. And that's exactly what we was thinking in. They ain't all bad. Them one right there, they got us in captivity. Let's go get some help from the other one. He ain't bad. Hell no, he worse. He worse. He just the one he the one that's making the treaty with you. He the one that's lying to you. He the one that's in your face and you thinking he all good when he's all terrible. Neither shall Shalakia. If there come first any war upon the Romans or any other confederates throughout their dominion, the people of the Jews shall help them. This is verse 25 now. That's what I just read. The people of the Jews shall help them, as the time shall be appointed with all their heart. Neither shall they give anything unto them that make war upon them, or aid them with victuals, weapons, money, or ships, as it had seemed good unto the Romans. But they shall keep their covenants without taking anything thereof. It's funny, we'll make a covenant with them, and then on top of that, obey the covenant that we made with these other nations, but we won't obey our own God. We won't obey our own God, but we'll obey anything, and we'll keep the covenant with the one that's killing us. We'll keep the covenant with the people that's taking us down. We'll keep the ones that people got unjust laws on us. We'll keep the ones that people, or they got they knee on our neck. We'll keep the covenant with them, but we won't keep the covenant with our God. We fear them. We don't fear God. We fear them. Neither shall they give anything unto, Shalaki, verse 27. In the same manner also, if war come first upon the nation of the Jews, the Romans shall help them with all their heart, according as the time shall be appointed them. Boy, with that kind of goddamn friend, you don't need enemies. You heard what they had wrote. This is how we seeking them like that, man. We run right after them. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 6. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 6. The burden of the beast of the south into the land of trouble and anguish, from whence come the young and old lion, the viper and the fiery flying serpent. They will carry their riches upon the shoulders of the asses, and their treasures upon the bunches of camels, to a people that shall not profit them. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. That's what we need to be doing. Quit trying to join up. Quit trying to be in everything. Quit trying to get in their politics. Quit trying to get in their school system and get into your God. Sit your butt down. Sit down. Sit your ass down. Sit still. Remember your mama used to tell you that all the time? That's a God doing, that was straight out of the scriptures. Sit still. Sit your butt down. But we want to be in everything they doing. What tripped me out every time I see that, what we have in April, that them green people, them Irish, dang it, what is that? St. Patrick's Day. There be number Negroes and all this guy doing whole costume stuff, walking up and down the street. They don't even be going to no party. That nigga put that on to wear today. We just do all that. We just into everything they doing. Everything they doing. Just like we did when we same thing. We ought to go back to the Egyptians. Man, because we don't want to do nothing for ourselves. We need help on everything. When God said you the greatest, but no, you need help. I can't do it. I can't do it. You better go and look at that cartoon with that train. Yes, you can. I know you can. I know you can. I know you can. Choo choo. You better get up that hill. But everything and what's so bad about it? And then when you really look up under their skirt, you realize, guess what? They ain't did nothing. You did all the work. You came up with everything that's invented and everything that's going on in America. You came up with all the work. Only thing they came up with is wicked devices. You built everything. You invented everything. So we can do it without them. But y'all got to believe and listen to the Most High God who's telling y'all, hey, man, I made y'all the greatest. So why are y'all so dependent on them? Why do y'all want to be them? I made you where you have to, but why do you want to be them? You should be asking the Most High God, take us out of this captivity. And we'll build ourselves. Ain't that what happened when they was rebuilding the temple? Man, we don't need no help. No. Because just like the Egyptians helped in vain, the Romans helped in vain. And every so-called other nation that you friends with, they helping you in vain. Because they want something from you. And it's way more than what you're giving them now. Way more than what you're giving them now. And they've been doing this. And they doing it to this day. And if you don't wake up and listen to the Most High God, you're going to always get your butt toe up. Be wondering what's going on. What's wrong with you? Pick up a Bible. It'll tell you about your enemy. See, that's our problem. We don't believe we got enemies. We be going to work with our enemies every day. But do you know who you think your enemy is? That black person. She looked at me funny. He stepped on my darn tennis shoes. He get more women. The girls like him. He yellow. He black. She got curly hair. Her hair straight. Those weird. Them. Not only do we not like them, we hate them. Some of us don't even want to go to work because of the black person at work. And they ain't did nothing to you. But your enemy sitting right there scheming on you. Giving you that cup of coffee. Bought you some McDonald's. Probably spit all on your burger too. That ain't no secret sauce. Secret sauce. That's secret spit. Gave you that nasty burger and you loving them like a sun gun. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose, therefore, have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. See, a lot of times you can't listen to the Most High because why? You always running around everywhere. You always got something to do. I got to do this. I got to go do that. I got to do this. Sit your ass down. A lot of people right now, I'm going to take a trip. For what? When you get there, it look just like right here. It's just as raggedy in Dallas as it is in Chicago. It's just as raggedy in Chicago as it is in Philadelphia. It's just as raggedy in New York as it is in LA. Jackson, Mississippi. What you missing? Why you got to keep going everywhere? If you ain't going nowhere to teach this word, sit your butt down. Then listen. Wonder why you can't hear. Because your ears running around all over the place. Most High ain't never put your ears. The feet ain't nowhere near the ears. But God dang it, I don't know how your ears keep doing it, but they keep running. Them that look like they going around like Usain Bolt around the track. They running. You can't sit down. You can't be still. Let's go to Revelation chapter 11. I wasn't even this fired up when I was putting the class together, boy. Words done woke me up even more. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also the Lord was crucified. And what was he crucified here? Because this is Egypt today. And we're doing the same thing they were doing. Going and asking our enemies for help. Because our last precept just talked about being this is Egypt. Going and asking them for help. So you're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing also. They got the same MO, and you got the same MO of being disobedient to the Most High God. And we all been like that. But see, when you start learning, you should be like, hey, man, God dang it, I don't want to be like that no more. What is going to be enough? What is it going to take? Slavery wasn't enough. I know everybody on here, everybody that's in Israel done got a ticket and probably ain't been going on the speed limit. There's nowhere in the world these Edomites don't get that many tickets. But when you go into any little city, go to the courtroom and watch how the lines are filled with the very few Hispanics and blacks that's in the city. They using you to make their money. And you can't wait to get up there. Ooh, I can't wait. You first in line. You fighting over Popeye's chicken sandwich. And you the one that gave them the money to kill you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go to Jude chapter 1. Jude chapter 1. I mean, it's only one chapter, so Jude verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares who were before old ordained to this condemnation. See, that's why we can't even always follow. You got to learn who the Bible is and who God, and look and watch and look at the fruit. Because it's some people ordained in our nation, not the other nations, in our nation. They ordained. Jesse Jackson ordained. Not to help our people, to bring our people down. Ordained. For there are certain men crept in unawares who were before old ordained to this condemnation. Ungodly men, turning the grace of God into lasciviousness and denying the only love God, Lord God and our Lord Yahushua. Listen, T.D. Jakes is one of these unawares, crept in unawares. He's saying, it's okay to be homosexual. How you a preacher saying this? I told y'all watch him. Don't no man pat their head. We don't, when a man sweating, we white. We be patting our head. Nigga, you ain't, what you patting for? You got a river flowing down your goddamn forehead. And you patting it off. You better wipe your goddamn head, man, so you can get back to them scriptures. I'll tell you. Let's finish reading it. Verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, and afterwards destroyed them that believe not. And that's why he let you know, hey, the enemy got some people coming in and they doing their job. The fact of the matter, are you doing your job by sitting down and listening instead of every time you turn around, you got somewhere to go. Every time you turn around, I got something to do. Instead of sitting down and listening to the voice of the Lord, reading the book, watching classes, studying. You got to be the first one at the mall. Be the first one getting shot by that gunman too. That's things going on in the world now. You can't go nowhere. Most High doing that right now to tell y'all but to sit down. But what we doing? We still at the club. We still over there twerking. Everybody still up at the goddamn at the boob bar, tossing up money. Like right there in downtown Dallas, that dude went right to that little old spot, not that far from us, went right in there and unloaded on the people outside. Missed everybody he was shooting at. Hit a woman inside the place. But y'all need to be everywhere. Gotta go. They say it's kicking, it's popping there now. I need to be there. Well, you be there. You be there. You go ahead and knock yourself out. Because Most High is showing y'all ain't no safe place. Y'all can do what you want. You can do what you want. And you gonna get it too. You gonna get it. You dang sure gonna get it too. I can do what I want. I can do what I want. Let you tell it. Let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 11. 1 Maccabees chapter 11. I had that on my notes, that first kick on it too. And you can read that now. And he said, I saw all of Israel scattered upon the hills as the sheep. Let them return, every man to his house in peace. And that's what's going on. Don't want no master. But then you'd accept that white man mastering over you, though. Y'all just sheep, boy. At least one thing some of them sheep, boy, sometimes if you ain't the one that feed them, they normally run away. So I guess every time they get somebody just give them a crumb, boy, they over there. Hey, you been with, no, you haven't. We be going to get them sheep out in the West Night. Them people know the sheep. Them sheep still run from them. They be like, shoot, nigga, I don't know you like that. But not us. When we walk out the yard, we all over everybody's house. This out, doing it. I'm doing it. I'm kicking it. You go in the mirror and kick your own ass. Excuse my language. Sorry. Slacky. My bad. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. I mean, the enemies we tell y'all enemies, I don't believe when they say white man. So the Most High said, yeah, they ain't always Edomites. Some of them look just like us. Some of them are us. In those days, when out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. And that's what we're doing right now. That are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. See, that's what we're thinking. We thinking if we get away from our enemy, if we get away from these Edomites, or we get away from these other nations, then we're gonna be sorrowful. The worst thing that ever happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native community was integration. Integration. I've seen it when I didn't even know. When we were growing up, I was born in 1970. So when I was growing up, that was right after all the civil rights stuff. I didn't know we were the people that was getting integrated. All I know is a school down the street, but we can't go to that one. Not the one that was in our neighborhood when I was young and went to preschool there. No, they bust me all the way over to the white neighborhoods where they did all of us. And then not only that, they bust the white people into the black school, but they made the black school now clean that mug up like brand spanking new. Now we over here in their school, and guess what? It ain't brand spanking new. Then they transferred us back because they realized no black people in the black neighborhood at the school in the black neighborhood. So when we get back over there, man, you should have seen how shiny them flows was. Them flows look like mirrors, man. Them mud was brand spanking. Boy, everything in that mud was shiny. The whole school smelled, this smelled like white people's school. But why the white people's school smell like black people's school? That's how they did us, man. I didn't even realize till later on. Oh, dang, we was the one being segregated. Integration. I see my whole neighborhood lose every store after integration. Like Black Wall Street, when they got that money, integration took it back. Didn't know that. Look it up. Look it up. Is the camera messing up again? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep going here. Okay. Where we at? Verse 12. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people was so forward here, Salakia. So this device pleased them well. Then certain other people were so forward herein that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Y'all like us. Y'all like us. Come on. Come on. Get in the water. Crazy stuff out there that can eat me, and the sharks and all that. How come we can't just go swimming at the house? You're right, Solomon Judah. We shouldn't have never. We should have stayed segregated. But we was following out the customs of the heathen. We liked them. We wanted to be around them. We want to be them. Just the same way what they do NAACP awards. They be acting like they got to something different or whatever. Only thing they want to do, and they got the red carpet and all this stuff, it should be a whole totally different show than what they doing. We just want to be like them. We want them to accept us. I don't want your acceptance. I don't want you liking me. So that way it won't be bad when I'm whooping it and I'm taking these strikes on your back with this rod of iron. Verse 14, whereupon they built the place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. So some of y'all thought that y'all came to America to be basketball stars. I thought. That's what I thought. He was talking about handing out talents. We didn't even come up with that sport. So that isn't the talent the Most High was handing us. That was the heathen using us. And then we thinking, hey, that's the only way we can get out. We can be like them if I go get in the pros. Mama's just sitting there waiting. My son, oh, he didn't see that. He didn't see that. One thing I noticed about a lot of them dang on drafts, boy, don't even be no daddies there. Just mama. So that letting you know they done made a nuclear family. Mama needs son to go out there. She needs help. Mama struggling. She needs you to run your butt out there. Dribble the ball, nigga. Get out there. Pass. Nigga, work on your footwork. Mama needs you out there. Mama been working by being the man and the woman in the house. Ain't no family unity no more. My son is so great. Yeah, I bet he is. Tell him about that time when he slapped you though. You ain't tell him that. He great now, and he made it to the league. He great. At Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. Yeah, they would always show you in the movies that the gladiator was all these old big, bulked up white dude. Big white boy. There was black people in there, man. Big cornbread fed Negroes. That's what they were with. The ones that they did like any other sport. As soon as we get the rules change and the whole picture change. Gladiators running around like football. They can't even catch them. They running around doing all kind of new stuff. They got to change something. Hell, that's probably when they brought in the line. Because the white guards couldn't keep up with them, man. But get them, man. Go get some tigers and some lions. These niggas fast. They running all over the place. Man, bring in some tigers. And somebody, hey, man, get a lion. Get one of them. Bring a lion out here, man. The lion to catch you. I bet the lion to catch you. Probably why all that stuff came into play, because they got us now. The Roman guards running around, they couldn't catch us. Now they bringing the lions, bringing the goddamn, hey, better yet, for that one right there, get the cheetah. Get the cheetah. He done outran the lion. He done outran the goddamn tiger. Get the cheetah for that one. And you know we had one of them in every neighborhood. Nigga wasn't no great athlete, no nothing, but boy, you can't outrun him. You can't outrun him. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem. This is verse 14 again. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. I like the story. Yeah. I like the way they cheer my name. Cheering, hey, go Maccabee, get stupid, go. That's what they liking. They like the cheers of the crowd. That's why some of them go be broke at the end of their career. We be down and out at the because they ain't getting that cheer of the crowd no more. So they give up all they God. I don't forget my God. I don't want no God, man. I like the way I'm the man. I'm the man. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. And that's exactly where we at now. That's exactly what's going on. Ain't nothing new under this sun. Ain't nothing new. Been doing this. Got you Negroes playing sports same way they did back at that time. The only way you're gonna get out, I'm gonna get out the hood, man. I gotta make it to the league. I gotta make it to the NFL. And then you got the other nations saying I gotta make it to the major leagues. or the World Soccer League. All this, man. That's exactly what they've been doing right there, and that's exactly what they had us doing. Had me running out there, sitting up all night, jumping in and out of a truck, trying to get my hops up. Shooting free throws all night. Daddy, man, y'all getting out. Hold on, give us 5 more minutes. We out there another 2 hours. Solomon Judah, think about how much they make off of one slave on a professional athletic slave contract versus that it took a 350 slaves in the fields. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Boy, they can do it with just one. Make more money than they made in the cotton field. You right. You right. Still slaving us. Still making them more money. I remember me and my brother talked before about what I was talking about. Man, forget that. I want my son to forget that. I don't need my son to play. I need my son to be the owner. So if you think he's making a lot, he just signed a $200 million contract. Shit, I'd rather be the dude who paid him the $200 million. Let me be him. That nigga got to go exercise and do all that. Now them just come in on Sunday and sit down in the booth, enjoying getting beer, free food, free drinks, bringing all these people. But they done tricked us, man. They done tricked us to. That's what they got us doing. I mean, just use us, use and abuse us, use and abuse. Let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 9. 2 Maccabees chapter 4. And let's start at verse 9. What is that? Damon KJV 8. Jeremiah. What is that? 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a hornbone slave? Why is he spoiled? You was never created to be a servant. You was never created to be a slave. So why are you spoiled? Who spoiled you? Our enemy. We don't get in our enemy. Because that's one thing. Our problem is, one of the main problems, we just don't believe we got enemy. Like I said, we don't believe that. Let's go. 2 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 9. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set him up a place for exercise and for training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen. Training up of youth. What do? We don't start. They don't get to college and start being the what's name. Man, we be having them out there. I hear it all the time. My kid did that. He ran 4 touchdowns. They in elementary school. By the time he get to high school, he can't even play thumbs up. We be trying to train young. We conditioned to do. Because this is one of the only avenues out of the hood. Not working hard, not going to get a job and making something, creating businesses. We don't look at that. No, we can't do it like that. We can't do it like that. Do it. They even told us to do it. And they control you. If might have license to set him up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochus. This is when the Greeks had us doing this way back then. And this is what, at 3 something BC? That's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Which when the king had granted and he had gotten into his hand the rule, he forthwith his own to the Greekish fashion. That's why y'all wearing them skinny jeans. Man, they got skinny bell bottoms. That's why I got on all that homos looking crap. Y'all got Greek fashion. Don't you know our fasting come from the Greeks? I remember my homeboy in school, he said always, and I asked him, man, where are you getting all those styles from? He looked at magazines. The magazines come from Europe. So we thinking we getting dressed, we thinking we fly. No, they sell the that usually, yeah. They give us the image before we get it. Then we run with it. So I don't even like wearing that. I like wearing garments because it set me apart. And that's something they can't invent. That's something they can't get with. But I can promise you, y'all start wearing enough of these goddamn garments running around, go in the grocery store with them garments on, you'll see a white boy. You'll have one on. That's where it's going. This where it's going. He'll throw one on. But he'll look crazy in it. And the royal, this is verse 11, and the royal privilege is granted a favor to the Jews by the means of John, the father of Eupolemus, who went ambassador to Rome for amity and aid. He took away and putting down the governments which were according to the law. He brought up new customs against the law. Now he done brought in, hey, forget them laws. We gonna take on these laws. Look at, hey, they doing us favors. Oh, he said a gift destroyed the heart, right? For he built gladly a place of exercise under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat. Now they making you wear a dress. That's why football people out there in them tight pants and everybody patting them on the ass. Then they went from the baggy shorts, they went from the little Daisy Dukes to the baggy shorts, back to the Daisy Dukes. Y'all looked good in the Daisy Dukes. I like it when y'all in them Daisy Dukes. I just liked it when y'all was in them Daisy Dukes. Take them baggy shorts off. Kick Allen Iverson out. Make him get broke. Michael Jordan is about to retire. Get him back them little shorts. That's what the white man done did to us, man. Got us running around. Looking crazy. Now such as the height of Greek fashions and increase of the heathen manners. Now look, now such was the height of Greek fashions. Ain't that the height now? That's the height now. Got y'all running around here with your whole butt out now. Not in boxes no more. These Negroes go get these little tight drawers. Man, I fashion. You right, Solomon Judah. You exactly right about that. Then they got you going to college, pledging Greek. I remember that's one thing I couldn't get with, and I don't know why. I wanted to be a Q, but then I remember the time they was having the Greek games. And I was wondering, it was all white boy games. I asked the dude, how come y'all not in the Greek games? Oh, that's them. I'm thinking, y'all Greek too, ain't you? But see, they split it. Then it's crazy to me. We just want to be like them. Why you was better off if you knew you wasn't no Israelites and you knew you wasn't Hebrew, you should at least be in a Swahili name or something. Omega Psi Phi. And we go around bragging about this stuff. Capt Alpha Psi. No, I wanted to be one. I wanted to be one bad. I'm glad I didn't. Boy, I'm glad my roommate came in when he played. When I seen he couldn't sit down, he couldn't go to sleep on his backside, I said, nah, I can't do that. I'm going to jail. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna let nobody beat me like that. And I don't get back at him. No, can't do it. I'm glad that didn't happen because of that. Because of that. He said, man, let's read that again. Now, such was the height of Greek fashions and increased the heathen manners through the exceeding profaneness of fashion of Jason. That ungodly rich, and that's how it was started with our people, ungodly, wretched ass people, and no high priest. Forget them high priests, man. Look, man, when they got away with the laws and they were going against the ordinance, that's when they were putting the high priests aside. Man, y'all get out the way now. We ain't listening to y'all, man. We doing what they say. We just trying to get along. We in our little captivity under them. Then we only had a few men. Everybody wasn't running around just being rich or being famous. Everybody wasn't athletic just like today. All of us ain't athletic. Every Negro can't dribble a ball. But we give up everything to watch them. We'll put our money in there. We running around there. We watching more than anybody else watching. Like it's like, oh yeah, boy. Go play the video game and shut up and sit down. That the priests had no courage to serve anymore. The priests had no more courage. They don't even want to serve no more. They scared. They ain't nobody listen to them. And more at their altar, but I can't see. Despising the temple and neglecting sacrifices, hasten to be part of unlawful allowance in the place of exercise. After the game of discus called them forth. Ain't that one of the games in by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. They just like what we do now. We love what they got going on. All of us trying to invest. We invested in their system. Now I'm gonna get rich. I don't care to get rich. But everybody think I'm gonna get rich. And what? Rich man, the blacks done took away. As soon as they wanted away, you gone, you broke. They'll take all that away. What you gonna do? They'll take it all away. Because you want to be like them. And they don't want you like them. They want you to get your butt in your places, you boy. You trying your best to be. They don't want you like that. Sit your butt down and listen. If you're walking right now, sit down. Shut up. Pick a Bible up and listen. That's just me. I was just telling you that. Not setting, this is verse 15, by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. They don't like the glory of the Most High. They like the glory of this so-called white man. I need you to accept me. They try their best to, I know y'all like me. I want you to like me. Forget y'all. I need the white man to really want to like me. You're right, Myron. They want equality on the plantation. Can I please, at least, will you let me sleep on the porch? Will you please let me sleep on the porch? Then when you sleep on the porch, can I just sleep at the front door? Please, master. Please, master. Please, master. Crazy, man. This ain't nothing new. By reason whereof, this verse 16, by reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers. What? What? By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them. We want him to be so bad, but guess what? He's going to take us captive. Sore calamities came upon them. Remember your place, new nigga. Remember your place, boy. Remember your place. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers. Go fight my war, boy. Now y'all go first. Y'all go first. First, y'all go in there, kill as many as you can, then we will come behind you. Then when you go do that, you all dead, and then people that came behind and that finished up after you done killed everything but the last 3 people, they come in, kill 3 people, get all the awards. Chest full of stuff. The only thing you got on you is a folded flag. That's what you got. A folded flag. They just got all kind of stuff. I remember I asked the white man out on the back, his name Purple Heart. I asked him at the grocery store, who you saved? He gets mad. Because he know damn well he ain't saved no damn body. He saved his mama. Because she fell and couldn't get up. And she didn't have her button on. That was what he saved. Gave him a medal of honor. But you went in there, killed the 180,000 people for him, and they rolled you a flag up. Say, here you go, boy. And not your flag, his flag. Then your wife take that and put it in the case. Oh, that's for, man, go burn that thing. Go burn that thing. Man died in vain for a nation that ain't even his. Yeah, I know a lot of veterans gonna get mad at that. Oh, well. Oh, well. By verse 16, by reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desired to be like in all things. They followed earnestly in their customs. Forget your heritage. Most High God said, I'm going to take your heritage away. You're not going to remember who you are, but we're doing a damn good job by ourselves. Yeah, it got too hot. I don't care if they leave the room or they come back, but I'm going to speak this truth whether they like it or not. I know some stuff of this stuff y'all ain't read. We done read it 1,000 times. I'm just breaking it down as I go along, but we reading it. It's a good read. You need to go back and read and study it. For it is not a light thing to do wickedly against the laws of God. It's not a light thing. It ain't no something you just can pass by like, I just did. It's just a little white lie. Ain't no light thing. It's the biggest and greatest downfall of our people. This is the most hurtful thing. This is the only thing that's got us at the bottom. This is it. This is it. For it is not a light thing to do wickedly against God's laws, but the time following shall declare these things. Now when the game that was used every 5th year, now it's every 4 years, was kept at Tyrus, the king being present, this ungracious, because remember the Olympics, remember that's what it's talking about, that's what the circles are for. Because that's the ones who still run it to this day. This ungracious Jason, you ungracious Negroes, not gracious for your God, because you still got your hand out looking for a pat on the back from your enemy. This ungracious Jason sent special messengers from Jerusalem who were Antiochians to carry 300. Look, he done sent messages. Look, 300 drachmas of silver to the sacrifice of who? Hercules. He done sent messages back to us. Now, hey, man, we need a whole lot of silver, man, so we can give a sacrifice to Hercules. Now, watch this. Watch this now. I want y'all to listen very closely. I want y'all to listen very closely. Which even the bearers thereof thought fit not to be bestowed upon the sacrifice. Even the people who went to go get it, they thought this is too much. You giving too much for Hercules. That's what we do. We go above and beyond. Above and beyond. That's the destiny. Yeah, really. But Isaiah 46:10, I make known the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times what is still to come. I say, my purpose will stand, and I will do all that I please. You're exactly right. Most High gonna take care of this thing, man. But we got to sit down and listen to him, though. That's one thing we got to do. We got to. And said, this ungracious Jason sent special messages from who were Antiochus to carry 300 drachma of silver to the sacrifice of Hercules, which even the bearers thereof thought fit not to bestow upon the sacrifice, because it was not convenient, but to be reserved for other charges. They were like, man, I know you ain't gonna put all this on there for Hercules. No, he don't even need that. All you needed was a dime. You didn't need all that silver. We can use this silver for later, though. I'm telling you, man, our people, boy, sometimes you ain't got to worry about the Edomite, boy, because our people do a damn good job being the avenger. Remember what they say? The avenger. They enjoy being the avenger for our enemy. They enjoy this. This is what they took on. Forget our customers. Forget our God. We'll be the slave and the avenger. And who you need in slave, master? I go get it. Master, they trying to escape. Just like the old Hollywood shuffle movie. Where's y'all trying to leave? Master's been good to us. He beat us on Monday. He kicked us on Tuesday. And that's what we love. That's what we be wanting to go back to. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. Give me Isaiah chapter 30, verse 11. Let's move on. That was a good read right there, though. I don't know if some of y'all haven't read it, but hey, you need to go back and read it. That's what I said. Sometimes you got to speak it out. While you're reading the scripture, speak it out. Then you get a better understanding. I'm just an illustrated man. I mean, I can see us doing that thing to this day. That's how you need to be bringing it, thinking about it when you're reading these scriptures. Look at it. Quit making it an ancient book. It ain't no ancient book. It's a present book. It's a now book. And it's a future book. And it's a past book, like the brother just had Isaiah 46:10. That's exactly what it is. Isaiah 30, verse 11. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path, because the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. He said, get you out of the way. Turn aside of the path, because the Holy One of Israel to cease, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus said the Holy One of Israel, because you despise my word and trust in oppression. So our people trust these people. We oppress, and I keep hearing more. It's funny to me because they always gotta find that token black dude. I got a good job. I'm doing good. I got a house. I live in a white neighborhood. Hey, I even got a white wife. We're not oppressed. Selfish, thinking about himself, but don't look at his people. His nation of people are suffering. It's a sad thing, even when you see them on the streets. It's a sad thing to see them downtown homeless. It's a sad thing that they so low that they still won't listen to the voice of the Most High God. They got something to do, and they homeless. Oh, I gotta go. Go where? Sit by that trash can over there. Somebody might throw something good in there. They won't even sit down and listen to the word. They go from this side of the track to the other side of the track. From that side of the track, hey man, you got some time for the Most High? No, I'm waiting on the train. Then 5 minutes later, they on this side of the track. You got time for the Most High? I gotta go. Then they on the other side. Man, you ain't going nowhere. Every time you gotta talk to, I'm missing my train. Ain't no train. Then you look at the sign, man. 15 minutes to the next train. Oh, that whichever one coming next, that's mine. You jump on the train going to North Dallas and the other one taking to the south. He live in the south side. He ain't going nowhere, just getting away from that word of God, man. Verse 11. Get you out of the way. Turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Get out the way, man. You tripping. You ain't gonna put in the work, then get out the way. Shut up. Don't be telling me about no Christianity, God. Don't tell me about no Caesar Borgia. That God that y'all been worshiping, the one that ain't never did nothing for us, but made us goddamn effeminate men. All you gotta do is be very nice. Exactly what Christianity done to us. Turn us effeminate. So guess what? You won't rise up against your enemy. That's who gave you the religion. That's who gave you the doctrine. Verse 12, wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. So y'all trust in perverseness also. Especially a lot of you women all friends with these goddamn things. I can't probably say it because they probably want to take this off the air. But you know, them things, them bent on things. And them small and them strong cushions. I'm gonna be a man. No, you not. You just a woman. I want to be a girl. Your voice deeper than mine. You a man. And then we friends with them. Then you talk, and now they done replacing you. You ain't even a woman no more. You's a baby carrier. You's a bleeder. I'm the woman now. That's how they coming to you. I'm the woman now. You right. 2 Thessalonians 2:11. You right. You right. You right. But it's gotten to the point, man. Look, man, we need to listen. We need to listen. Let me read 13, verse 30 and 13, Isaiah. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as the breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking coming suddenly at an instant. Therefore, this iniquity shall be at this sin that y'all got going on, that y'all loving so much, that you got to be doing like the heathens doing. Well, guess what? The heathen going to fall for the stuff they're doing, but you going to fall first. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as the breach ready to fall. You know how they be talking about these dams breaking? That's how this sin is going to come on you. You know how everybody peaceful that dam break? Now the whole city flooded. in an instant. That's what it's saying. High wall. Now you got this high wall, and you got one little thing that's the next thing you know, boom, it busts out. Who's breaking coming? You didn't think it was going, but you weren't paying attention. You weren't listening. If you'd have sat and listened, you would have heard it. But you got too much stuff to do. You didn't see it was about to come out on you. You got too much going on. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. Come on now. Lift up page. Dang. I'm tripping. I am tripping. I am tripping. I'm going the wrong way in my Bible, man. Guess I'm not listening. Lamentations verse 4, verse 17. Let's start at 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. We watch for a nation. Who we watching for? You think the American army is here to protect you? It's going to be the American army that's going to be trying to lock your butt up. It's going to be the American army that's going to be ready to kill you. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. Y'all going thinking y'all voting going to get it. We've been voting for a long time. We've been marching. We done did everything but what God say do. And that ain't word. Just because you can get Amazon come to your door right now don't mean things are good. You better be careful when y'all ordering Amazon. They're going to mess around and deliver a bomb to your front door. Or some anthrax. Because you're going to get off your butt and go look, but then because you got so much stuff to do. We're looking for a nation that will not save us. They hunt our steps. This same nation that we looking to save us, they hunt our steps. Yeah, all y'all keep getting all these damn cameras so they can always keep an eye on you. You trying to be slick, you trying to be sneaky, but at the same time, you get snuck. Yes, go look at the videos. Y'all want to buy all this stuff. I'm going to get all this. I got this. I can see it. I can see that. Man, I don't even need a camera. I ain't never got nothing stolen that I need it. Man, you thinking you're slick. I'm going to watch everything. Without thinking the fact you being watched. You watching something. What can you do if somebody is taking something? Stop. But when you doing something, they'll be at your front door. They'll be at your front door. They hunt our steps. And you ain't doing nothing but you the one putting the breadcrumbs down. I'm over here. 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 Then tell me how you find me. Yeah, I just followed the damn breadcrumbs you left. Wasn't hard. Wasn't hard at all. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our street. Got you right now. You don't even want to go to the store no more. You got it on your telephone. I can do it now. Did y'all even find out if you use the infrared and record yourself and your telephone, it's taking pictures of you every 5 seconds if you got an iPhone. If you got an iPhone, go check this stuff out. Y'all don't keep up with nothing because y'all always just gossiping. All on Facebook gossiping about nothing. But when it comes to something that means something, something that can help you, no, I don't listen to that. Jeremiah 28:8. the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophets, prophesied both against many countries and against and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. You dang on right. And here we are doing it again. All praises. Good looking out. That's the desktop. Shalom, Al. He said they hunt our steps that we cannot go into the streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. And here we are. Wow. What was that? For sending you, I just love your teaching. If this message ain't enough, get everybody's attention to listen, then I don't know what will. I don't know what will either, man. Ma'am, I'm sorry. But at the same time, that's why I try to be dramatic. I'm trying to give you a movie while the scripture's coming out. That's just how I am. That's how I tell my stories. Ask anybody. I tell my stories. And I'm going to tell you exactly how this is exactly how this Bible talking to you. But everybody got it. It's not a, hey, I'm reading all this destruction. Why would I even sit here and talk to you all like, hey, look, we're about to be destroyed and things need to get better. How about that? Nah, I'm going to bring it to you how the Bible is bringing it to me. They hunt our steps that we cannot go on the street. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Can you imagine when they was over in the Africans? They thought, hey, man, we over here doing it. We done took over all this little stuff, man. We done escaped. Then all of a sudden, them same Africans selling your butt, catching you, putting you in nets, dragging you off. Then you had the Northern Kingdom all over here by themselves. They done divided themselves up, going against God's commandments, and they thought, hey, we can do what we want. We got our own land. We can go here. We can do that. We can go fight them Indians. They go fight us. That's exactly what they said. And then now, all of a sudden, they thought they escaped. Then all of a sudden, who is that on the water? Oh, snap. Oh, look like some gods. Got off the boat, shaking their hand. Soon they shook their hand. Christopher Columbus started putting them goddamn swords on them and shooting them dang on raggedy old guns, man. Bam! One shot. Just pull out the sword after the first shot. They was on them. And they was giving them everything. Hey, hold on, let me get to this. Going above and beyond, just like the scripture says. We go above and beyond to please them, but we won't do nothing to please our own God. And that's crazy. That is crazy. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. We can't go nowhere through our neighborhood. Them laws, man, where we live, boys, why are the laws right here? Then like Captain Jerubbaal was telling me about when them people was talking about what the police doing over here. They can't come through here unless we call them. I'm like, what kind of, that's the laws they got for them. But they gonna come in your neighborhood, stay right there, camp right there. They gonna go when you go to the park. They weren't there last week when the white people was at the park. But when you go, we gonna be right there checking IDs and everything else, doing everything against their own laws, breaking the constitutional rights, which they don't go by. Our persecutors are swifter. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They lay wait for us in the wilderness. That's exactly what they did. They come to help us, and when we was coming out of Egypt, they were sitting up there, and not only that, they let the strong go first, come from behind, kill the children and the men and the old men and the women. But you trust your enemy though. You trust yours though. But this one ain't good. No, he the one put the stab you in the back and pat you on the front. You all right? You all right? Somebody got you. Yeah, you stuck me in the back. But we talking about, oh yeah, I'm glad you here. Shoot, y'all crazy. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, now they got our book and now they living our life. The word that was breathing out in our people. The word of God. Now they done took it and they didn't, oh, we don't have to do that part, but we can do this part where, hey, but you do got to go back to the Old Testament and say, hey, love him. No, don't. They love 23:7. Don't know who an Edomite. Hey, wait a minute. Don't do it. Don't do it. They let me know something. Y'all know we Israel. Y'all know we know. So these words are going out and hitting y'all because now y'all always want to go do Deuteronomy 23:7. So that let me know y'all do know that we Israel, and y'all do know that y'all are Edomites. See, the thing is, though our enemy is learning when we out there teaching, but our people aren't. They don't want to listen. That's why you got these other nations got more questions about when we teach them than our own people. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. He said, the breath of our nostrils, the anointing of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Under his shadow. He said, listen to this, y'all. I want y'all to listen. The breath of our nostrils, the anointing of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Not our God. We'll go and do what the heathen's doing. Because they done took this book about you, your history, your culture, your heritage, and took it, and they're using it now. And now we said, hey, we're going to go follow them. They got our book. You know, you didn't need them before. So now you need them to teach you about you? Oh, boy. Let's go to Jeremiah 16:16. I want y'all to really listen to those who don't believe and those who in between believing. Or anybody else that ain't walking and talking this truth. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after that, I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. Right now, you're getting fish. You might as well, don't even wait to go bite the bait. Just grab a hook and get pulled in. You remember how cartoons used to be when that dude used to fish, they don't even use bait? Remember how the fish pulled, look, he sit on the hook and tug the line to get reeled in? That's what we need to do. Sit out by that hook and get pulled in. Because after that, the fishers is out. After you don't see them on the streets no, guess what? The next one's come is going to be hunters. They're going to be hunters. So when y'all be out, what it is, you're going to be looking for when there's a famine in this land, when this word ain't going out, y'all going to be looking for it because all this destruction. And it's going to happen soon. We close. We right here. It ain't just the last day. It's the last hour. That's what we on. We on the last hour. He said, behold, I will send many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Because that's what they going. You're going to try to follow white men right in the hole. Yeah, we digging that up. We digging it up. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. And that's what y'all want to be like? Damn, Moses, you can run over there all you want. They got a price to pay. They got a price to pay. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double. Double. 2 times double. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, because they have defiled my land. They have defiled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. The food ain't no good, the water ain't no good, the air ain't no good, the laws ain't no good. God dang, ain't nothing good. Whatever. Somebody tell me something that they made good. Somebody, please put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. Put a 1 in the comment if they didn't do nothing. But put it in the comments if they did something. I want to hear what it is they did good. I'll wait. Nah, I ain't gonna wait. I ain't got long to be on this thing. I ain't waiting. But put it in there as it go along. Jeremiah 29:13. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart. That's the only way you're gonna find me. See, we lazy though. We don't like looking. We don't like looking. Man, you ever played the hide and go seek with that dude that didn't ever really go nowhere? And he just sat around the base. You can't even go tag the base because he ain't really look for nobody. That nigga, you don't even want him to be the man no more, because they took the fun out the game. And they lazy. That's how people are when it comes to the Most High. We don't even want to go look. We just sit around the base. Man, I hope somebody move. You been in your high spot for 2 hours looking at him. You can see him. He can't see you, but he ain't getting up to go find him. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sins double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with their carcasses and detestable and abominable things. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge. In the days of affliction, the Gentile. See, when we was in calamity, when we in oppressed, when we on the bottom, then the Gentiles should come unto us. Why now? They finna start doing it. Because see, like I said, they now starting to say, why you think they keep going to Deuteronomy 23:7? Because they realizing those are the real Israelites. And we are the Edomites. See, our enemies listen. Our people not. Our enemies listening. Our enemies learning. Our people are not, because they won't listen. And the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. So if you're gonna follow them and you're gonna do what they're gonna do, and you're gonna try to be like them, and then they finna come and say, hey, our bad, we was inherited lies. Your whole jaw gonna hit the floor, because you believe every lie they told you. When they don't even admit it. So what you gonna do then? What you gonna, hey, where's God? He gone now? Ain't nothing but hunters out now. Ain't nothing but hunters out. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely, surely, our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. They're going to say that. So if you want to keep following and doing them and not listening to your God, they're going to admit to you, hey, man, I didn't know. I was lied to. My father told me we inherit lies and vanity and things they don't even profit. Man, that cross ain't going to even work, man. That cross ain't no good. That don't mean nothing. That's what they're going to come and say. Y'all going to get tattoos of the cross. Got to have your Jesus piece on. Then what you going to do then? You just spent $2,000 on nothing. They gonna try to run to the pawn shops. They closed. Everything's shut down. It's burnt. The world's getting desolate. America's getting crazy. You better take that cross out. Because they're going to steal it. That's what's going to happen. They're going to steal it from you. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? Yeah, that's what you're doing. You got a cross on your neck. That's what you're doing. You done made a god on yourself. Y'all be, Negro, please. Doing some dumb stuff. Then the other one's coming right behind him. Look, man. Pants falling down. You got one hand on your pants. Someone, therefore, behold, I will this one once cause them to know. I will cause them to know my hand and my might, and they shall know my name is Yahweh. They gonna know it. You gonna know it. Hey, everything we were telling was a lie. The niggas that was on the corner, they was telling the truth. No. Yours now. Ooh, when they tell you, man, everything I said to you was a lie. And you know that's going to have to be the spirit of the Most High for them to admit that. But they going to do it because the Most High going to Kings chapter 17. Sorry. 2 Kings chapter 17. In verse 12. I'm about to read fast, boy. Running out of time. 2 Kings chapter 17, we're going to start at verse 12. For they serve idols, whereof the Lord had said unto them, ye shall not do this thing. But y'all doing it anyway. You serving a white idol, then you get up and watch TV, the American Idol. Now you're serving all these singers, and everybody you see all over the internet, and everybody you see on the goddamn playing on the music, you're serving them idols. Especially some of you old Negroes. Listen to these young 17-year-old rappers now. What you learning from them? What you learning from them? What kind of 17-year-old Negro that can't hold his pants up with 1,000 blunts in his mouth, 2 packs of cigarettes, taking fentanyl and phobos and whatever drug they got out there? What is he telling you that you learning from? You in the car bobbing your head. And they when they even bring the names up, I don't know none of them. I really don't. I done got like that old man how my daddy used to be, I guess. I don't know none of them. Yeah, you spit them names out to me, man. I don't know when the last time, man. Ain't nothing that nigga can tell me. Hell, I'd rather listen to some Run DMC before I go and listen to these Negroes. Got to be crazy. I got troop music all over the thing. If I'm going to listen to somebody that's young, he better be in the troop. He better be in the troop and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Let's go. I got to read. Verse 13, yet the Lord testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, turn ye your evil ways and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all the law, which I commanded your fathers and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks like to the neck of their fathers, and did not believe in the Lord their God. And they rejected his statutes and his covenants that he made with their fathers and his testimonies, which he testified against them. And they followed vanity and become vain, following these heathen, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom the Lord had charged them, that they should not do like them. But that's what we do. Some of y'all gonna be running around here with one of them red dots on your goddamn forehead. I didn't know. Boy, I wish I could imitate them people the way they talk, man. But you know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all already running around here. I'm a Muslim. I'm an Egyptologist. I'm in the Kemet. I'm woke. You dead. And they left all the commandments of the Lord their God and made them molten image, even 2 calves, made a grove and worshiped all the host of heaven and served Baal. You serve the devil. And that's what y'all doing right now. Idol worshiping, serving the devil. Trying to create like you're smart, like you know something. When I be looking at you, I don't give a dang. I don't play with you. I'm going to tell you straight out, you stupid. You sound dumb than a mug. I ain't scared to tell you. You get mad at me, whatever. Whatever. They in verse 17, and they called their sons and daughters to pass through the fire. Oh, this Christmas for the children. This Easter for the children. Here, put this on. Videotaping your little daughter when she twerking at age 5. Ooh, she's so cute. Then you turn around mad because she on the pole. I don't know why she became a stripper. Girl, you was teaching her that. When your little boy run around here all the time, John, imitating everybody but the Most High. He don't even imitate you. He listen to all the music that you ain't even paying attention to. Then you want, I don't even know how he had got to prison, or he wasn't even like that. Listen to the stories when somebody died. Oh, they was this, they were that. Like, boy, everybody that died must have been the worst. It's always the great ones that die. Look on the news. Who can raise? Both of them was great. Let them tell it. He didn't even do nothing. He used to be so funny. He was always loving God. No, he was robbing God. Well, never loved God. He been robbing God. And I ain't talking about the way the pastors be talking about. Talking about when he robbed his own people. He robbing God. He was good. No, he wasn't. Better not turn the camera to me. Don't die. And the news come to me. And you ain't in this too. You gonna be mad. Your mama gonna be calling me. God dang it, that nigga said that on TV. Yes, I did. That nigga wasn't no good. No, he was terrible. Yeah, he robbed Miss Johnson. He sat up there, man. He was over there. I'm telling you, man, he used to sell drugs right. Yeah, he wasn't no good. He been in prison, shot up a whole lot of people. In fact, he was so bad, I wouldn't even put him in the dirt. He was so bad. Hell, the dirt is too clean for him. He was dirty. He was dirty. Don't bring no camera in front of me. You've been wicked, and they tell me, can you? No. I'm gonna tell him exactly how your son is. And the Lord, verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers until he had cast them out of his sight. He cast us out, boy. But see, we don't believe that we got enemies like that. We just don't believe it. We think they all our friends. We cool. We cool with the Grecians. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 26. Let me get through these scriptures. Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 6. We're going to start at 6. And I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. See, when we get back to Israel, see, it's going to be peace across the land. Ain't nobody gonna scare us, man. We ain't gotta be worried about their army. We gonna be running this thing. We gonna be running this. Man, ain't nobody gonna be worried about y'all. I wish the white man would stand up. If he stand up and say something, slap him 17 times and kick him 2 times in the throat. But not say nothing. Not when we run the thing. And I will give peace in the land, and you shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land. Neither shall the sword go through your hand. It ain't finna happen with us, partner. And you shall chase your enemies. What? Yes, yes. And we know you can't outrun me. Especially, I need a new body, boy. When I get that new body, my leg gonna be all right. I dang sure gonna chase you. I can't run now, but God dang it, when he come back and give me that new body, Usain Bolt ain't gonna have nothing on this. I'm running. I'm just gonna just run for just to be running. I'm gonna just chase it, knock you out, and go chase the next one. And you shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. Just running and hitting them, going to the next one. Stick. Gone. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. Tearing them up. Let's go to verse 17. Go to verse 17, the same thing. And I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you. And that's what's going to happen to us, or has happened to us. No name one body dollars. Esau is the damn white man. I don't care about what you're talking about. I was in one body. And that same dude taught us about Esau the white man. So just because he done changed his doctrine, because he wants some of them to come in there, I know what's going on. Where do you think we came from? No name. I know who Esau is. You can't tell me that. Ain't no doctrine you can come up with. Show me how Esau not. And I'm gonna leave you alone. But you can call us anytime. We'll debate on the podcast. And we'll show you how you wrong. Yepta is wrong. He's teaching totally the opposite of everything that he brought us in the truth on. 100% opposite. Opposite. Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah 1:23. Because if Esau not the so-called white man, then guess what? You got a whole nother captivity, because the Bible said Esau's the end of the world. So that means we ain't in all our captivities. You got another captivity to go to. And if that's the case, I'm tired in this captivity. We got to go through another one after the bombs. And tell him again, yes, it's his spirit. Same Esau, that same spirit, same one as Abel. Same one that was there in the beginning. I don't even know how you even put your mouth to even say nothing like that. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 23. But like I said, number at the bottom of the page. You can call. We right here in Dallas too. We know exactly what one body is. In fact, we found the building. The first one and the second one that y'all in now. I know a person when they going off. I know when they going off. I can see it. I can tell you. He going off. Verse 23. The princes are rebellious. Yep. Exactly. That's why you believe what you believe, that he's not the white man, because our princes, the people over some of these schools, are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts, and that's what he is, to get a gift. What's that? Ecclesiastes 7:7. A gift destroys the heart. Yeah. And followed after rewards. That's what it is about. Yeah, if you're taking in gifts and following after rewards, I bet you'll say something like that. You believe it. You believe anything that white man tell you, as long as he give you a gift and follow after reward. They judge not the fathers, neither do they cause of the widow come unto them. Therefore said the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of all my enemies. Even if you don't think he's a white man, I can tell you this, the white man's been our enemy. So I don't care where you put category you put him. He's going to get taken care of. The Most High going to deal with him. So I don't give a dang. It's 18 other nations that say, put him in either one, they're getting dealt with. But I know he the worst thing that's been in my lifetime. I ain't seen nothing else worse than him. Not even Allah Akbar. Boom. They ain't even that. They a misdemeanor. And they a wild man. They don't like nobody. But ain't nothing been worse than that one. No, not one. No, not one. Not one. Therefore said the Lord of hosts. Now, verse 20. Let's see if I need to go there. Yeah. And I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy tin. And I would restore the judges as at the first and thy counsels as at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. And that's exactly what we need to get back to. Because a lot of these people just jumping up, yeah. I got the truth. They don't got it. I tell you that. And I will restore, verse 27, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness, and the destruction of transgressors. And it says, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts, the one that's converted, and that's what they're going to have to do anyway. Another story. I'll talk to you about it later. That's why I'll let you know. We done had to go to the old videos or the first videos. We didn't explain that. Beyond one body, man. Zion shall redeem with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. And the destruction of the transgressors and the sinners shall be together. And they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed. And they going to forsake him. Our people going to forsake him. These enemies going to forsake the Lord, and they're going to be consumed. And I'm going to be happy on that day. Let's go to Psalms 143 and 9. We're going to get some of these out of Psalms right quick. Psalm 143. Now I see some of y'all done fell asleep. Oh, well, I'm finishing my class. 143 and 9. Deliver me, O Lord, for my enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me unto the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake, for the righteousness' sake. Bring my soul out of trouble, and of the mercy cut off my enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul, for I am thy servant. Cut them off. Get rid of them. I'm tired of them. All of them. All of them. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. Hope y'all writing some of this stuff down. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So that's why I do the things that I do according to what the Most High told us to do. Because then now, I don't worry about them. Because I make them to be at peace with me. It ain't my height. It ain't my size. It's the spirit of the Most High that dwells in me. That's what God doing. Now, you're going to be at peace with me. Because they be nice as hell. When I'm out, these Edomites be nice as hell. Open all doors, moving out the way. You can go ahead and go. They at peace like a son of a gun. Not because of me. Because in my head, I be like, this nasty, dirty, whitewashed, bottom of the barrel, stinking, laced up Edomite. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go to Psalms 139. Let's see what David thought about it. Psalms chapter 139. And y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know exactly where I'm going. Psalm chapter 139 and verse 20 is where we're going to start. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate me, that hate thee. And I am not I agree with those that rise up against thee. And I ain't mad against them people. Gotta be out your mind. Who rose up against them? I don't give a dang what you call them or whoever it is. They all rose up against them. And I can't stand them. So what? God can't stand them. David couldn't stand them. And I can't either. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know thy thoughts, my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting. And you notice there was no response to telling him he was doing wrong. It said in Revelations, in it, like he brought us out of Egypt. It's written that we would bring us out full. Yeah, we're gonna get our gold back. Same way when we came out of what's land, out of the Persian captivity. You gotta give us our stuff back. He returned everything that belonged to us. All the gold and riches. That's what they holding over there in England. And I'm glad that got done. Devil died over there. Let's go to Acts 17 and 21. I got to move on. I only got a few more, and I'm going to give y'all this law in a minute. Acts chapter 17, verse 21. And it reads, for all the Athenians and strangers which were there spent their time in nothing else but either to tell or to hear something new. That's what our people we want. We don't want to hear the old, wow, that's the old book. As they come out, and they were sitting around, and the man was just sitting up there with all that bull crap, lip service, nothing but that, what do they call it, mouth salad or word salad. Just, well, if you believe in yourself, you can rise to the top. You can, all that old bull crap. No, you need the spirit of the Most High God if you're going to do anything. Our people, don't give a dang what their people doing, but our people, we need the Most High. That's the only way we're going to get out of the stuff we're in. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. And that's exactly where we at. They don't endure sound doctrine. They need a doctrine that fit them. Oh, they don't. Hold on. I like that part. Like the brother came on at this weekend. I like the Bible. You ever believe in the Bible? Then we start bringing it out. I like that part, but I don't like the rest of that. Then what Bible you reading? Then man, that's that Bible. Oh, that's a white man book. King James gay, all this other stuff. But at first they liked it till the scriptures start coming out. Scriptures start tearing their butt up, blah, 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 blah. Now they hate it. Then they just F it. I'm done, I quit. No, run off. They gone. Themselves teachers having itching ears. That's all they want to do. They look for teachers that have itching ears. So hold on, let me hear that. Oh yeah, you get the what? Oh, I get the whole. Yeah, I like that one. I'm going to this church. I'm going to that church till he say something. Ah, God, forget that. I'm going over here. I'm going over there. Got itching ears. I'm listening to something that fit them. I can dig that. Oh, Kevin? A woman is God? Oh, I want to be Kevin. I want to be in some of that Egypt. Oh, I'm going to do that. I want to do that. Put me an aunt. Put me an aunt right here. Give me an aunt. Tattoo me an aunt right here. I like that. I'm the God. I'm the God. Black woman is God. Why the hell you on food stamps? You God. You shouldn't need no food stamp. Let them tell it, boy. I'll tell you. Our people, let's go to 1 Corinthians 1:22. I promise y'all I'm almost done. I promise you I'm almost done. Give me a second and I will be done. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 22. Got them sticky pages. I'm putting that spit on them, getting them funky. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 22. For the Jews require sign. The Greeks seek after wisdom. See, the Jews, we require sign. In order for us to believe something, you got to show me. You got to show me. Show me what you're talking about. Well, even if you got a sign, you ain't going to believe. Let's get that. Let's go to Isaiah 7:5. And I'm going to add last two scriptures, Isaiah 7:5. And then I'm going to give y'all the law. Isaiah chapter 7 and verse 5. Because Syria, Ephraim, and son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, let us go up to Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabeel. Thus said the Lord God, it shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin. And within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. That's where we get Isaiah, when we go to Hosea 1 and 10, and when they're talking about it in the New Testament. And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If you should not believe, surely you should not be established. And that's the thing about it. We can't be established as a nation if we don't believe what we're hearing by the prophets out on the street or the prophets on these goddamn YouTubes and everything else. Let's go to Habakkuk. It's the last one. Habakkuk chapter 1. Which is Habakkuk the prophet did see. Oh Lord, how long shall I cry that I will not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save? Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me. That's all it is. It's the only thing going on in America. And there are that's what they capitalism system. And there are they that rise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment do never go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment is proceeded. And that's what's going on. We don't get no righteous judgments around here. Behold, ye among the heathen in regard, and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye would not believe, though it be told you. He said, I'll show you some. I'm going to show you some work. The prophet, I'm putting the prophets on the street, but y'all ain't going to believe. Y'all don't believe it anyway. Signs are before you, but you ain't going to believe. Hey, That's the end of my class. But look, we always say you need to get laws, learn these laws, statutes, and commandments. So at the end of every class, we try to give a law so y'all can start putting laws in your head. So I'm going to go Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1. And that's going to be my law for today. Hope y'all enjoy that class, man. Share and like, man. Share and like. Share and like the video, man. And hey, man, get some people over there to listen. They the ones that y'all know that, hey, they might not listen to y'all, but they might listen to one of us on this. So give them the video. Tell them watch that. Okay. Leviticus chapter 5, verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and that swearing is like a spoken curse, an oath that somebody might take, or a spoken curse. That's swearing, not because you cussed. And if a soul sin and hear a voice swearing, and it is a witness whether he had seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. You got to go tell him. Tell on him. He swore. He took an oath. They're over there using witchcraft, putting curses on people. Go tell. So we can get together, come together as a congregation and get rid of that. And on that note, we're going to say shalom, all praises. Hope y'all had a good time. Man, hey, I love going through these scriptures, man. They had to bring that out. I'll get with y'all next Burnt Toast Tuesday. Hey, this toast is burnt. Now we done scraped up off all that burnt stuff. Go ahead and eat. Shalom. Shalom.